Hey everyone, today we're going to talk all about the specialty dining on board of this beautiful MSC Divina. Let's go. Hey everyone, John here from Byte Size Cruises. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, we're a travel agency. We're trying to give you the best information possible about cruising so that you can plan to go on an amazing cruise vacation. Today, we're going to talk all about specialty dining here on board the MSC Divina. There's not a lot of, let's say, specifically specialty dining on board. There are only 2 specialty dining restaurants, and I've been to both of them already. I'm on a 4-day cruise here. Today we are in Nassau. I'll give you a little shot of the new Royal Caribbean Beach Club as soon as we're done here. So anyway, there are 2 specialty dining restaurants. There's a little more a la carte offerings. We'll talk about those as well. First, let's talk about specialty dining. Night 1, I went to the Galaxy restaurant, which is a sushi Asian restaurant. Let's call it that. I'm going to show you the menu up here. You can do a number of different things. If you didn't pre-purchase a package and you just go to the restaurant, you can just order a la carte. You could pick some sashimi, you could pick different rolls, you could pick whatever it is that you would like. Just want some miso soup maybe and dessert. You could do that, and you would pay for those things a la carte as the price appears on the menu. If you pre-purchase, you get the dining experience. That is fairly straightforward, and you're going to get a really good tasting of everything, as you'll see here. First up, you get the miso soup. The miso soup was very good. I think we had the best miso soup I've ever had on a cruise on Carnival Celebration. However, the sushi wasn't really great. They didn't really have much of a sushi selection there. But sushi on Carnival Venezia and some of the other ships was really good. I loved the conveyor belt sushi on Seashore and Seascape. I got some comments that people hated it, that there was nobody there and it was just going around and around for hours. They got sick. Who knows? That wasn't my experience. However, they don't have a conveyor belt sushi here on board the Divina. You just go up and you get this. So first up, you get the miso soup. Next up, you get 2 little shrimp that are skewered and grilled. And then you get a little seaweed salad under those and a little bit of dip. Those were excellent, very, very good. And then next up, you get a giant plate of food. So you get some sashimi on there. You got yellowtail and salmon. You got a hand roll that had smoked salmon in it with some avocado and rice in there, obviously. You got a roll in the middle there with some cream cheese in it and some eel sauce. It was just a really good little grouping of food. It definitely fills you up, plenty of food with all of the different courses. Again, specialty dining, not terribly expensive. I think I paid, so for that specific specialty dining, I didn't pay anything. It was I get a free specialty dining for being Diamond on MSC, so I used my free one there. Otherwise, they were offering 2 for $80 or 2 for $75 if you booked it early enough. And that would have given you, obviously, Butcher's Cut and Galaxy Sushi. So then at the end, you get the matcha ice cream. Again, there are other desserts. You could order them off the menu a la carte if you'd like to. But with the package, you get the matcha ice cream. It was great. I will say the service at this restaurant, now, let's put things into perspective. I was at this restaurant by myself. For some reason, nobody goes to specialty dining on MSC on the first night. I don't know why. Norwegian, it's packed. Royal Caribbean, decent amount of people. MSC, nothing. Even Carnival was pretty crowded on the first night. So I don't know why. It's just a thing. I've seen it on Magnifica, I've seen it on Seascape, Seashore, Meraviglia, all of them. So I'm not sure what it is, but I was there in the entire restaurant by myself. Perfectly fine with that. The service was outstanding. So I'm sure it's always outstanding, but it was outstanding. They walked me and got me the elevator when we were done. It was a very, very nice experience. So double thumbs up for that, just so you're aware of what the experience is there. And then next up, let's talk about Butcher's Cut. I had a really, really wonderful experience at Butcher's Cut. It was crowded. I went there on day 2, so yesterday. Today's day 3. We're in Nassau. So day 2, I went to Butcher's Cut. I had 6 p.m. reservation. That one I did pre-book. I pre-booked the chef's table experience, which comes with some wine. and a little bit extra food. It was very, very, very good. So let's talk about it. First up, the bread there is spectacular. You get like a little, I could have just eaten the bread and I would have been probably full. There was like maybe 4 different types of bread and a bunch of different things. It was really, really good. I only ate one of them. I'm just trying to save myself here because I knew it was going to be a lot of food. So that was excellent. Next up, I got the classic Caesar salad, sardines and all. If you don't like sardines, they will take them out for sure. However, keep in mind, they didn't ask me if I wanted sardines or not. They assume it's on the menu, so I'm guessing they assume. So please, if you don't like sardines, tell them you don't like sardines. Next up, they brought me out this amazing seafood tower almost. It was shrimp, scallops, clams, mussels, lobster, the whole 9 yards. It would have had oysters too. I'm allergic to oysters, so no oysters. So that was excellent. I'm already full at this point. Next up, I got the ribeye. So the ribeye, medium rare, it was really, really, really good. Again, I ate as much as I could possibly eat of the ribeye. I did get some onion rings too as a side. Keep in mind, if you go to Butcher's Cut, the people next to me are wondering this as well at the restaurant. There are a bunch of sauces on there for the steaks on the menu, and don't worry about picking a sauce. When you order steak, they bring out all the little sauces for you. They bring them in little ramekins, and you can try all of them. I always eat at least a few of them. There's béarnaise, there's a peppercorn sauce, there is a mushroom sauce, there is, trying to think, there's a chimichurri sauce. There's one other one. Who knows? It's a mystery. It's going to be a mystery for us. And then last but not least, I had the chocolate lava cake. The chocolate lava cake was really, really good. Gooey. It's exactly what you want, right? It's you get it. It looks beautiful. Comes with a little vanilla ice cream. Cut into it. Just oozes out. Really, 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 really good. Again, service there was excellent as well. One thing I do really, really appreciate about MSC as compared to NCL, Royal Carnival, whoever else, right? There is no nickel and diming for gratuities. You could certainly choose to tip. And when I go to specialty dining, I generally tip. In addition, especially on NCL and Royal or whatever, when they bring it over, I generally add a little bit of gratuity. Even though you pay for that ahead of time, it depends on the service, right? It's just like anywhere else. If the service is great, I generally will add a little bit on there. MSC does not even give you that option. I'm sure it's an Italian, a European thing, because tipping culture is not the same over there. They just bring over the tablet and you sign for it. That's it. There's no like add money to it. They don't say anything to you about it. They don't bring you out a receipt where you have to sign and there's like a little line there for gratuity. Nope. They bring over the iPad. You sign. They just say, you don't do anything, just sign and you're done. So that's it. I do really appreciate that. It's very nice. And then obviously you could still tip with cash or whatever you'd like to do. On top of that, it's just not required and not, you don't get guilted into feeling like you should tip. So if you get great service, feel free to tip. I had great service. Everything was wonderful. I had a glass of wine. You can get up to 2 glasses of wine with the chef's table. I had one. It was plenty. Everything else was great. That is the specialty dining. Let's talk about the other few quick little a la carte things. There are several places around the ship where you can get gelato. Gelato does cost extra. You'll see prices up there. It's like $3 for 1 scoop, $6 for 2. There are milkshakes. There are also sundaes. Those are all a little bit additional, and there is pricing there for it. The one other thing I will say that is a la carte, and I didn't even know this getting on the ship, there is a little area on deck 6. It's a little cantina. It's right outside of Butcher's Cut. And they have different things to eat there. So they have like some snacks, a lot of like charcuterie stuff there. And then they have pizzas where you can get a pizza made, homemade, and they have a few different types of pizza. And they're not expensive. They're like $7 or $8 for a pizza, which I think is totally acceptable, especially for good pizza. These are brick oven, really good pizzas that they're making to order there. So those are your specialty dining options on board of the MSC Divina. This is a beautiful cruise ship, as promised. Let me give you a little shot of the Royal Beach Club. There you go. Royal Beach Club under construction. That's it. Thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. We hope you have a wonderful day. If you have any questions or comments, please hit them below. Thanks so much for watching. Happy cruising, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye.